I'm Christopher Zweig, and this week on CJ at the Movies, I review the new film version of Hellraiser, Sigourney Weaver and Kevin Kline in the dramedy The Good House, the fantasy thriller Mona Lisa and the Blood Moon starring Kate Hudson and Craig Robinson, and David O. Russell's latest star-studded feature, Amsterdam, starring Christian Bale, John David Washington, and Margaret Robbie. Let's take a look. Our first movie is the new version of Hellraiser, which premieres on Hulu this week and features a gender-bending Pinhead, some nostalgia for fans, and Gen Z actors who don't act like horror movie characters. You know that puzzle cube, the one that unleashes the demons known as the Cenobites? The main heroine at this time is a druggie played by Odessa Izan, who comes across the cube and now she's in big trouble.
And then they come to collect.
It's time.
Even if parts of this remake go on a little long, there's still enough ambition and style to keep fans entertained. This Hellraiser, directed by David Bruckner, has the kind of common sense of a horror piece that I looked for and missed in Smile, and as a remake, it's miles ahead of the 2010 Nightmare on Elm Street. It knows when to be nostalgic without being so self-congratulatory or pig-headed, and it knows when to raise some hell, dare I say it, so check it out. Our next movie is The Good House, which stars Sigourney Weaver as an alcoholic realtor who just got out of rehab and is still on the bottle, but she keeps it a secret from her daughters. She often breaks through the fourth wall, explaining to the audience about her life and how she resorted to drinking and what her theories are on how she handles it.
My daughters would freak if they could see me right now.
Don't they want you to be happy?
My ex-husband left me for a man, and I went to rehab.
A gay husband will do that to you.
Cheers to that.
That's Marina Baccarin as her drinking buddy, and the movie also stars Kevin Kline as Weaver's first love, who makes an honest living handling garbage, and sparks ignite between them once again.
I got an eyeful.
There was a time in my life I was quite in love with Frankie Getchell.
Cute as a button.
You would have been too. All my friends were. You want to come over for dinner?
Dinner.
It's this meal people eat at the end of the day. It's pretty popular.
Sure.
The Good House was directed by husband and wife filmmakers Wallace Wolodarski and Maya Forbes, who both also made Infinitely Polar Bear. This one doesn't have much studies in the supporting characters, but it does give Weaver one of her best performances as she struggles to deal with her condition and works well with Kline as he tries to be her voice of reasoning. The movie balances the comedy and pathos and keeps us involved with her story, so check it out. Next up, Mona Lisa and the Moonblood, which tells the story of a young Asian woman with psychokinetic powers who breaks out of the mental institution that's holding her. She's played by Chong Choo-choi, and she makes her way to New Orleans, where she meets a variety of characters, including Craig Robinson as a cop, Ed Skrein as a pimp, and Kate Hudson as a stripper and single
I
mom.
knew something freaky was gonna happen tonight. It's a full moon. I feel it in my ovaries, I swear to God. She's got no place to stay. I'm helping her out for a little while.
Since when do you help people?
Hey!
Mona Lisa and the Blood Moon was written and directed by Annalisa Amirpour, who also made A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. Even with its familiar elements, the movie delivers with its neon colors, interesting performances, and the fact that CGI effects aren't used to let the girl attack her victims. They can punch or egg themselves without effects helping them. It's a low-key indie fantasy that really delivers. And our last movie is Amsterdam, David O. Russell's latest feature, which turns out to be an ill-conceived disaster that starts off as a screwball comedy, says it's based on true events, and ends up being a convoluted murder mystery. It stars Christian Bale, John David Washington, and Margaret Robbie as an unlikely trio in the 1930s who find themselves in the midst of the murders of a U.S. senator and his daughter. They've collaborated once and went their separate ways, and now they're back to crack the case.
We formed a pact, and we swore to protect each other, no matter what.
One of the running gags regards Bale's glass eye, which he got after serving in World War I, and there's a crime scene when he loses it, which makes the police believe that he and Washington are suspects.
You and Woodman fled the scene.
The killer pointed at us.
We didn't do anything. Why would you possibly think that was us?
Well, there's not too many people that fit the description of a doctor looking for his eye on the ground with his black attorney.
Columbia Law School.
The A-list cast also includes Chris Rock, Rami Malek, Zoe Saldana, and Robert De Niro, but they're all wasted. David O. Russell has made a number of great movies, but even great talents can screw up once in a while. The comedy is dated, the story makes no sense, and it's nearly impossible to care about anybody here. Amsterdam is one of the year's worst movies. Okay, to recap the new movies I reviewed this week, thumbs up for Hellraiser, thumbs up for The Good House, thumbs up for Mona Lisa and the Blood Moon, and thumbs way down for Amsterdam. Well, those are the movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies. For more amazing content, please like and subscribe to my channels, and please read my reviews at cjatthemovies.com and download the new HD Radio app.